Okay, so now in session, okay, so we will start looking at direct connectivity. So let me share my screen. So what we are going to look at now, so we are going to look at the module 6, which is direct connectivity. Okay, so in this agenda, it says introduction to using in Excel data in Power BI importing. So these are all something we have already done it, right? So you know how to connect the data from Excel to Power BI, right? How to load the data. These some things are already known. So we are going to just explore more options there, right? So what it is says introduction to using. So we can use OneDrive for business. There is another application called OneDrive. So we can also use OneDrive in Power BI. So just it is just one of the other application which we can able to use it along. Okay, then what we have when you choose import, any supported data in tables or data model are imported in a new data set in Power BI. So this is just a information, right? So when you load the data from an Excel, particularly, right, it is going to give us an output with some of the tables information. It's going to give us some table kind of information, and hence the output will be similar to that. Okay, so import data in Excel. So what does that mean? So when we kind of import an data uh, from Excel, so it's going to import one or the other data from Excel, and it is going to give us an output according to it. Okay, so that is one of the major thing. Okay, so that is when we can able to look at different things, right? So when we say different things, it kind of you can load the data, you can get an output which is more relevant to it, and it will be more easier for us to look at it as well. Okay, so that is more important for the Excel to load the data. So now, so how you can import? So these are all something small steps we already know how to import the data to one thing to the other thing. This is something we already know. So when I say these are all something we already know, it is like so from where we can able to get the data and how to load the data specifically in Power BI. We know that, right? So that is also we know. Then find your file. So if we are using OneDrive, then we can able to use the different file options that we can probably think about. So what it says in select SQL Server analysis. So if we go here, maybe we'll open just let me open Power BI. Okay. So I have opened it, right? So here, if you go, if you take a look. Um, so what it says in Power BI desktop, select more databases, right? Home, get data, more, and if you go to database, and there is something called as an SQL Server services. So then we go and click on connect. So it kind of connect to the different websites now, right? So now it is going to connect to the different website. So in the SQL server, I enter the server name, choose a connection mode, and then select OK. So import directory there. So it depends on the connection mode we have selected, server we have selected. It is going to show us the different values. When I say different values, what are all the things that are there in that? So in that particular server, what are all the things we can able to import? All these things it will kind of show us, right? That is more important for us to understand also how this works. Excel is not only the scenario with uh, Power BI. We can use lot of other databases also. So that is where this one comes, SQL Server analysis. So maybe internet sales, maybe I'll try to find the server name just to give you. I think we can use this server probably Azure, right? So I can show you that. SQL Server Analysis Service, Azure. Just to give me a minute, let's go to the portal and get it. Adventure service. So you can. So this is something we can probably work, no? So we can already connect to the servers. Servers are more important. Uh, so currently we do not have any server, right? So I don't think we have any server. I don't have anything probably. SQL server, no, nothing I don't have. So we can connect to that. So we can follow the steps and we can connect to it. So what are all the connections that can Power BI do? So it can connect to Azure, SQL, Power BI service, all these things. So what are all these things, right? So these things are nothing but the different kind of connections that we can able to build in Power BI. So some companies might store the data in Excel. Okay, some companies might store the data in uh, some of the different applications, right? It can also store the data in Azure. It can also store the data in Google Forms or Google Sheets. Anything it can happen, right? So so they can kind of store the data in whatever the way they wanted. So how are we going to build that is uh, so how are we going to build that? That is more important. So that is something we can also get it done, right? So when we look at it, so when you look at it, it is going to give us an output in a very different manner. Okay, so in Power BI Live Connection, we have a lot of things, right? So we can see what is server analysis, what is uh, Azure SQL Server. So these are all different servers. Okay, nothing difficult here. These are all different servers. which will help us to get an output in more similar manner. Okay, so that is what this is. And also probably like so these are the different connections we have, say benefits of live connections, for modes, Power BI connecting types. So it will connect to the data structure, then the model, the data, then it goes to the visualization. So import all imported data models, so everything it happens, right? So that is what it is. We have also seen this image, how it looks like. So when you say Power BI server service, so it's going to be a normal thing where we can use. Then we also have proper embedding and business governance, V1 Power Pivot. So what is SQL Power BI connecting types we saw? Then we also saw SQL connectivity, direct connectivity in Power BI. So when you kind of connect it in Power BI, you kind of get more informations about it. So we can able to connect to the SQL directly, and we can kind of get an output to the maximum solutions. So that is what this option is, right? So this is something will help us to get the output more easily.
Okay. Let me share. I think we did this. I think we did this one. Isn't it this one?
Okay, so you create so work on the DAX, no? So DAX is something we have not seen or we have not worked.
Okay. All right. What would you like me to do?
Create some DAX functions. Maybe create the date table function. No, open new Power BI. Okay, load orders table. Then work on creating a date table separately. So what I'm saying you is open new Power BI desktop. Okay.
I
Load the
have
table
that.
which I have gave you.
Uh-huh.
Hmm? Okay. Then I wanted you to create a I wanted you to create a date table there.
Okay.
So that is what I told.
Okay. Your table.
Hey, you know, ZaranTech now offers SAP corporate training. That's right. Train your workforce in SAP with our comprehensive program. We offer customized courses, certified trainers, and hands-on labs for both individuals and businesses. Our standout features: bespoke training, fully configured servers for practice, in-house materials, and a dedicated LMS. Plus, get session recordings and 24/7 support. From functional to technical modules, we have got it all. Choose ZaranTech for SAP training and watch your team excel. Learn, upskill, succeed with ZaranTech.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm done. I just added two new DAX about the table that I learned.
Okay. So you created it. So you kind of get to know this. So can you create like sum of sales, sum of profit, then sum of quantity, then count rows of total transactions? Can you do that?
Okay. New column, not new table.
I guess you have to use sum of total sales. So that
Yeah.
is the formula. So why you are creating the table? I'm not sure, but you can do it in the sum of total sales. That's how you can do it.
Total sell, total sell, total profits.
The total profit you do sum of profit.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to do this three. Sum of quantity. Okay, I'm going to create a calculation table for that. And now I'm trying to create a new table called calculation table. All of them there and put the new things are created there. So it's quantity sales, profit quantity, transaction. Okay, I've created them.
You need to create what is that? Total profit. Have you created that?
This is the total profit.
Well, it is not showing, right?
What is wrong with it? Has to be report view. Profits. This is our total profit here. Report view. Where's report view card? Okay. This is our total profit.
So you created it now?
Yes. Then that's why I put in 3 to show the ones we created now. This is total sales that was created now. Make it. This is quantity that was created now. This is not this one. Not this one. Yeah, this is the transaction that we created now. So these are the 4 measures. That's why I gave that the special distance surfaces of 3 to show that they are the ones that are created now.
Okay. So you created all now, right? Can you also, okay, so on this one, probably we can look at, just give me a minute.